So this is the floorboard of a 2008 Honda Element. This car has been pretty decent. Can't complain about it too much. Had one pretty major repair that surprised me along the way, but for the most part, it's been cheap to operate and pretty good. You know, pretty handy, pretty versatile vehicle. So what are we looking at here? Over the years, I live in the snow belt, and eventually the salt seeped down through the floor mats and down into the carpet, and then probably collected there and eventually corroded a hole through the floorboard. And that seems like it's pretty thin metal, by the way. So the way you would really repair this is take out the carpet and cut out the affected section and weld in some new steel. I'm not going to do that right now, though. I'm just going to JB weld a patch over the top of that, and we'll see how that holds up over time. I think it will probably be fine for this purpose. So I think if I square up the corners a little bit, that will help a little bit, because the JB weld will form a seal, more or less, and keep water and other grime from coming in from the bottom. And then I'm just going to duct tape the carpet back in place and go from there. This car is probably worth a total of, $2,000 or something like that now, maybe. But it's worth way more to me as a vehicle that I actually use than selling it or trying to buy something else, especially, God forbid, right now where inflation is going crazy. So, yeah, I'm going to do a quick and easy repair here and get it back on the road. So I'll come back when I'm ready to do the JB weld step. Okay, so to make this a little bit easier, I put a little piece of scrap steel over this. There's some fuel lines and whatever else down there. Cut it out, little grinder. Got a little bit enthusiastic right here. Cut a little bit more than I wanted, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, the metal here is real thin because this is where the water was, running downhill when parked. It's pretty thick up here, actually. Yeah, looks like at least the surface is clean. I cleaned it off with a wire brush. It's got that rotted metal appearance. But I think JB Weld's going to do just fine here. So I'm going to wipe this off with some acetone and make up a patch for it. I'll just probably use 20 gauge steel. Just cut it to size. JB Weld it down. I'll show you the next step. Alright, so we got our patch. It's 4 by 6 inches. And I've cleaned up this hole a little bit. Now we're ready to put basically a bead of JB Weld around here. I'm going to fill this in, and try to make sure that the JB Weld squishes over. I know that's a technical term. Squishes over the edge and kind of seals it up to some degree. I'm going to paint this thing after it's been on there for a few days. But anyway, I think it's probably going to work. So yeah, this side is nice and roughed up with 40 grit grinding. I used a 40 grit flap disc on here. So it's got a nice tooth on it. JB Weld should grab it pretty well. And this is going to be the new floor. I think it's going to work. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's smooshed in there. I'll be right back. All right, so I liberally applied the JB Weld. That took a lot. You need much more than one of those small size tubes. I actually got the large tubes from Home Depot. I think it's like 17 bucks for the set. Like that one. Unfortunately, one of the epoxy, the hardener component tube exploded on me when I was doing this, so it's kind of a mess in the shop. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to stick this on there, put a weight on it, and let it sit. And that's it. We'll see how it looks tomorrow. So part of the dog's barking in the background, but they don't like me talking out here. So here's my JB Weld repair. You can see it. It isn't quite cured yet. It's been kind of chilly. It's been like in the 40s and 50s since yesterday. So it's not going to set up very well. It's adhered, but it's still kind of gushy. I'm going to put a space heater underneath the car here and also put one inside the car to get it up to like 70 or 80 degrees, hopefully just blasting it right directly on that thing. And yeah, I think it's going to work, but I think it needs some spray paint. Once the JB Weld is cured, I'm going to spray it with Auto Body, the zinc-based primer. and then spray it down again. You can see there's a lot of surface rust here, and it's actually starting to affect, you can see it flaking there. So, yeah, the car is falling apart a little bit. I think you could keep welding it and keep it going for quite a while. It might be time to start looking for a new car for me, though. This is looking a little sketchy. Anyway, have a good day.